All right, we are live on the Coach Eli television network. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here on this beautiful, amazing Saturday evening. It is Saturday, October 9th, 2021. If you're here watching live, stay tuned for a show unlike any other that you've seen out here. I'm practically the only guy that's discussed this topic, saying that, hey, men are more at fault than women when it comes to modern world dating. And I absolutely mean that, but I'm not here to bash men or criticize men, in the bad way. I'm here to help you guys understand what's really going on so you and the ladies can both get whatever it is that you want to get, right? That's what it's all about. If you're here watching on the replay, whether it's later on after the show ends, tomorrow, the next day, the week after, whenever, tremendous replay value. Check out this show and please comment below in the description section and I'll get back to you in the same way as if you were here live. But before we get to all of that, let me first of all make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out, and it absolutely has. And let me check out the back end of all three platforms that we're broadcasting on. YouTube is rolling smoothly. Facebook is rolling well. And D Live is working perfectly. And for those of you, man, my shirt's sorry. It's a little bit wrinkled tonight. I didn't get a chance to fully iron it. Please forgive me. I take a lot of pride in looking good. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, which is what I'm trying to say. I was rushing to get this show going, and it just is what it is. Many of you are probably wondering, hey, Eli, why are you not watching the San Francisco Giants baseball game during the playoffs? Well, yeah, I saw the game last night. Giants won. And I just checked the score before I went live, and the Dodgers are winning 2-1. They're in the top of the third. That's as of this was happening live. If you're watching on the replay, you probably already know what happened. But I was just thinking, if I do a live stream tonight and then go back and catch the end of the game, or if it ends by the time I'm done here, maybe the Giants will just come back and win. It's kind of nerve-wracking watching these playoff games, especially when my Giants are playing the Dodgers, and it's been one of the biggest rivalries in baseball history of all time in baseball. So, yeah, I used to actually go watch the Giants play before they moved to what is now known as Oracle Park. It's had many name changes. Pac Bell Park, Pacific Bell Park, then it was SBC Park, then AT&T Park, and now it's Oracle Park. I used to watch them play when they used to play at Candlestick Park, and I went to many Giants and Dodger games at Candlestick Park, and I even went to some games down in Southern California with some friends of mine at Dodger Stadium when the Giants were playing, and we were all wearing our Giants outfits, our caps and our jerseys and all that. And fortunately, we all made it out of there in one piece. But yeah, this game tonight would have been too nerve-wracking to watch. So anyway, all right, folks. I don't expect the biggest turnout tonight because of the playoffs. This will be more done for the replay value. But let's go ahead and get right to the topic. The topic of tonight's show is why men are more to blame for modern dating than women and how to fix this. One more time. Why men are more to blame for modern dating than women, and how to fix this. This is a topic that will probably get very scrutinized by many, if not most men out there. And I'll tell you why any man would scrutinize this that will scrutinize it. I'll tell you why they're going to do it. Because they just can't admit that what I'm saying is right. You know, a lot of men nowadays have a hard time admitting the truth about what they're struggling with because it makes them feel less manly to admit the truth. The problem is how they're showing up, how they're behaving in ways that I'm calling them out is making them appear far less of a man. And I want to help you guys become stronger men. I want to help you guys become better men. I want to help you guys get what you want and get those relationships that you want with women. And at the same time, women can get what they want, which is a real man. And a lot of you guys are just not behaving like men anymore. And that's the issue right there. Let me just do a little monologue here before I get to my first of 6 Reddit postings tonight. I'm going to blitz right through them because I want to get through all of them. They're pertinent to the topic. Here's the thing. In my opinion, before I get into these Reddit postings that will support this topic, in my opinion, why do I feel men are more to blame for modern dating, for the woes in modern dating than women, right? Because women are reacting, right? Women are coming out and saying, what happened to our men nowadays? What's going on with men? Men play games. They just won't commit, blah, 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 right? And many of you guys are saying, well, women are picky and, you know, they don't give us a chance and they play games and this and that. Well, yes, there are some women out there that play those games no matter how well any man plays their cards, even a man that's an alpha male like myself, right? But there are many women out there that are good women that are aching to find a good guy that is a masculine man, is not afraid to take risks, is not afraid to ask a woman out, is not afraid to make the first move if it feels right, like go for the kiss or more, right? Okay? But the problem is a lot of you guys are afraid to take those chances. A lot of you guys are coming out on forums such as Reddit and asking the most ridiculous questions that real men wouldn't need to ask. I see questions such as, you know, when is the right time to kiss the girl? How do I ask a woman out? You just ask her out. Okay? Why do I keep getting, rejected by women? Well, there are lots of things. Do you take care of yourself physically? Are you confident mentally? Are you emotionally stable and secure? Are you a risk taker? Are you afraid to take chances? Right? Okay. And a lot of men nowadays are overreacting and pouting in emotional ways just like women do. Now, here's the difference, guys. It is completely normal for women to react and overreact emotionally to a certain extent, right? The ways that you guys are reacting and overreacting regarding your, dating luck with women or your lack of dating luck with women, okay, when you guys overreact in those ways, you pout and you're emotional, you're acting just like a woman. And quite frankly, in many circumstances, from what I've seen online, through videos on YouTube and other platforms and just other content such as Reddit, and what you guys have written, in many ways, you guys are acting, you guys are behaving worse, right? Because like I said, it is normal to a certain extent for women to react and overreact emotionally because women are emotional beings, like I've always said. Women respond to everything emotionally first based on how they're feeling in the present moment. Men are logical thinkers. Men are risk takers. Men are builders. Men focus on their purpose. Okay? And real men don't put their top priority in finding a woman. Yes, it may be a priority to find a good woman to settle down with and have a family with, but there are other more important priorities that make a man, such as your purpose, what you do for a living, what you enjoy doing for fun, independent of anyone else, right? And it is your purpose, guys, that's attractive to women. A lot of you guys are making women your purpose, right? And when you make a woman your purpose, women can spot that very quickly. And it's a big turnoff because a woman is not your purpose. A woman is an additional benefit into your life, someone that can complement your life. A woman doesn't define your life. A woman complements your life. That's another thing these guys are struggling with, right? So you guys are showing up in confused ways. You guys are showing up extremely shy and timid and scared, and you have a lack of confidence. You have lack of self-confidence. You have lack of emotional self-control. You guys are showing up and trying to get dates with women appearing this way. You're never going to get that date. Why? Because no matter what time period in history it is, even though women are liberated nowadays and they're independent, right? Women still respect men in the same ways, despite what they say, right? Right? Like a lot of women will say, hey, you know, we don't mind wearing the pants. We don't mind being the breadwinner, right? But there's a difference between what women say they want and what they respond to. The truth of the matter is, women respond to men that have strength. Women respond to the emotional strength of a man, the physical strength of a man. Okay? And they are repelled by the emotional weakness of a man. They're repelled by men that are afraid to take chances, such as even asking them out in fear and rejection. We all get rejected, guys. Each and every one of us, even the top tier guys out there, get rejected all the freaking time. But why are they successful? Because they don't let that get to them. It doesn't faze them. And they continue to ask women out. At the same time, these guys take care of themselves, okay? They're in the best possible shape they can be in. They wear nice clothes. They smell nice by wearing cologne and deodorant. They groom themselves properly. They either take care of their hair, or if they don't have the greatest hair, they shave their head and it looks nice. They have a nicely trimmed, beard like myself, etc. Right? And that's why these guys have success and you guys don't. And that's what I want to help you guys understand. So again, to any guys out there that bash this video, or get triggered by it, or put negative comments, in the comment section once this goes to a replay, or even if you come here live and, you attack me on this, it's only going to further prove my point regarding the title that states why men are more to blame for modern dating than women and how to fix this. I'm going to go over some Reddit postings and share with you guys my thoughts on how to fix it based on the stories these guys and gals are going to be sharing regarding dating in the postings I go over here tonight. But I'll say this before I get to the first posting. It's real simple on how to fix this. It's real simple on how to change how you show up. It's real simple to start taking better care of yourself. If you need to lose 20 or 30 pounds, take a walk every day at the park or wherever for 2 to 3 miles. Get on the treadmill for half an hour each day. Start eating better, healthier foods. Cut out sugars and fats, and limit your calories to 1,500, and you will lose that weight and get into great shape, right? Then you look healthier. Then, get some better clothing. You can go to Amazon or Costco or many, retailers online and find some great deals on some nice looking clothing. Another thing I suggest, get some cologne. I like Dracar Noir. Maybe you like Polo. Get your favorite cologne. Don't get a cheap cologne. Get a good cologne that's going to cost you 20 or 30 bucks for a small bottle. It'll last you for a while. And spray that on before you go on a date, on top of wearing nice clothing, on top of, having taken a shower and, lathering your body with soap all over, right? Okay? So I'll tell you, the better you take care of yourself, right? When you show up on that date, you're going to have a better chance of attracting the woman. And when you show up, be a cool, down to earth guy. Don't come off as needy. Don't come off as weak. Don't come off as desperate. Don't overly stare at her. Look at her and have a conversation and just be laid back, right? And allow her to warm up to you. And as the night moves on, and it feels right, if she likes you, look for the signs. Look at her looking at you in the eyes with the glistening eyes. If she comes next to you and starts rubbing your shoulder or wants to sit close to you, that's her sign saying, hey, I want you to make a move and kiss me. I really like you. Okay? Women are not going to come out and say, hey, kiss me, big boy, or F me, big boy. They're going to show you signs that they're interested, and you have to pick up on those signs and make the move. They want you to make the move because they want to feel your masculine strength. If they can't feel your masculine strength, then it's over, because that's what women are attracted to. Women are attracted to a man's strength in all aspects, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and they are repelled by any weakness a man shows, right? Why would a woman want to be with a weak man in any capacity nowadays when they're liberated and they're making their own money, they're buying their own homes, they're buying their own car, they're independent. They don't need you guys for survival like they did back in the days of traditionalism. So if they don't need you for that, why are women with you? They're with you because you're a strong but good man. And they can feel your strength, and they know that when they're with you, if something goes wrong or you two encounter a dangerous situation, all of a sudden when she's with you or while she's with you, she knows you're going to be able to defuse that situation and protect her from any danger, right? If women can't feel safe around you by trusting your masculine core, it will never go anywhere. All right, so let's go ahead and switch over to the browser screen. Before I get to the first Reddit post, and I want to remind you folks that about 3 weeks ago, I started my own Reddit group. It's called the Genuine Emotional Support for Men and Women group. We have 21 members in there. They're called brothers and sisters in this group. We emotionally support both men and women, and we discuss all sorts of topics in here. You can ask any question. You can, get help in any possible way, whether it's business or personal related. And some of the topics we discuss, but not limited to, are men's health, relationship advice, women's health. Let me just go down a little bit more here so you can see that. I'm going to turn off the chat for a second so you can see it on the right there. So men's health, relationship advice, women's health, U.S. politics, entrepreneurship, careers, self-employment, self-help, politics, dating, business, economics, and finance. Those are just a few there that I've put in as community topics. But as a business and personal life coach, success coach, relationship coach, I can help you folks with anything. I have tons of experience in the business world, in the corporate world, and in making the transition to becoming a self-employed entrepreneur. I also have lots of dating experience, and although I've never been married, my brother was married and went through a divorce, and I have several friends that were married and went through a divorce, and I can help you. If you're struggling in your marriage, I can help you do whatever it takes the right way to rekindle that spark and give you the best shot of saving your dying marriage. So feel free to post anything in the Genuine Emotional Support group for men and women at r/real emotional support. The link is below in the description of YouTube, a couple lines down. I'm going to also once again share the link in the Facebook comment/chat area. It's also shared in the Facebook description section of this live stream being simulcasted over there. And Let me see. There's a guy over on D Live. Okay. And he's trolling. Dude, maybe you used to be over on the YouTube side of things, and now you come over on D Live and you're starting to do the same thing that many trolls and many just angry and bitter men have done on YouTube for the last several years. You come out here, you project, you say it's all about the liberals are destroying us. No, they're not, dude. You're saying, Pornhub is free. It's better than women. Dude, number one, you're more than likely trolling. Number two, you're probably just angry and bitter because you've had a woman, or maybe you went through a divorce, and maybe you're having a hard time getting a woman. Maybe you've gained some weight. Maybe, you're just not the same person you were. So you're coming out and projecting instead of, coming out here and saying, hey, coach, great show. Yeah, I've had some experiences that didn't go well. I really want to learn to turn things around. Or here's what I've been through. But guys like you're either trolling or you're coming out here and you're projecting. And all you're going to do is get yourself banned and get nowhere, right? You're now worse off than you were when you came here, right? If you, the guy that was over on D Live, if you were in a better place, right, emotionally, and you loved yourself and you loved what you saw in the mirror, and you just kind of chalked it up to, hey, you know what? I had an experience. It is what it is. I'm not going to let it ruin my life. I went through a divorce. I've had some bad experiences with women. Let me focus on bettering myself so, I can put myself back out there and find a better woman. Not all women are bad, man. Okay? There are bad women out there, but there are also bad men out there. There are bad men and women, but there are also good men and women, right? But some of you guys, like the person that posted on D Live, some of you guys are so far gone, right? You've sunk so low into such a depressed state. You're so miserable. You hate yourself so much that you won't even give yourself a chance to turn things around. Dude, you're not bothering me. You're not affecting me. You're not triggering me. I want to help people like you. But sir, you're helpless until you're ready to help yourself. But thank you for stopping by. You got yourself banned on D Live. You have yourself a wonderful night. Can't help people like that. Yeah. Can't help people like that. That's probably one of those, guys. This guy was, talking about, they're all liberals and this and that. So this guy is probably a guy that's claiming to be conservative, but the truth of the matter is conservatives don't even act that way, which is what I'm trying to say. He's probably like an alt-right type of conservative, alt-right. And a lot of the alt-right guys here in the U.S. are in the red states, in the Midwest and the South. These are guys that were raised in poverty. They came from broken households. They didn't have the best education. And no disrespect, they're second or third class citizens. And that's why they behave this way. They behave this way because they weren't raised with good morals, values, and ethics. And they're uneducated people. And I feel bad for them. But hey, best of luck to you, man. I've tried helping guys like this, and it's just not possible. So anyway, all right. So yeah, on the Reddit page, I was gonna say before I saw that person going on a rant there, I've shared the link. It's at the bottom of the chat, reddit.com/r/real emotional support. Let me turn the chat back on. And let's get to the first of 6 Reddit postings. We're going to go through these very, very quickly. And then about the 45-minute mark, I'm going to take a break and then come back. The first posting is from the subreddit Seduction, and the title by the original poster is "Self-Improvement is Sure Way to Get More Attractive Girls in Your Life." I agree. Self-improvement is sure way, it should be is a sure way to get more attractive girls in your life, or get girls in your life, period. You won't even get unattractive girls if you don't improve yourself. That's how the world's become. So to the guy that just projected on D Live, maybe you should still be watching this and listen up to what I read here. And this guy below has a tag that says "inner game." And he writes, "This is something I've thought about for a while." You're leaving out words, dude. He said, "This is something I've thought about for a while." It's a while. "And just wanted to make a post about it." Okay, what did you say? "I was thinking about how, yes, most definitely you need game to be successful with women. And I sold that if you don't learn game," I think you meant to say, "I am sold that if you don't learn game, you are shooting yourself in the foot big time." Well, you can call it game. I call it having social skills. All right? The pickup artist community calls it game. And yes, even normal guys can call it game. But I don't like the word game because it sounds like you're playing games just to use women for sex and you don't want something real, right? Even for guys that want something real, need to have game per se, but I call it social skills. You need to know how to communicate, not only in general, but how to communicate with women and understand that women are emotional beings and they respond to everything emotionally first based on how they're feeling in the present moment. Let's continue here. But I've also learned that in game, in order for the things you say and the techniques to be more effective, having self-confidence is very, very important, of course. When you have self-confidence, you're going to just speak how you feel. You're going to know when something is right and when something is wrong. And look, for me, I've been hanging out with this woman now for about a month or so, but if I was still in the dating or on the dating market and I was talking with women, I just, react according to how things are going. If I were to approach a woman, I'd say, "Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you here on this site." She'd say, "Nice to meet you too." And we'd have a back and forth conversation. Then I would ask for her phone number. If she gives me her phone number, we'd talk on the phone, and I would ask her certain questions. And if she didn't want to answer certain questions, at that point I may say, "Well, I want to get to know you. I'm not asking anything that I wouldn't ask anybody or wouldn't, feel comfortable answering myself," right? And you basically have to talk to women just like you would talk with your best guy friends, with that level of confidence, okay? Don't talk to women in ways where you tell them what they want to hear. You be yourself, right? That's the biggest tip I can give any of you guys. And that's where confidence comes in. If you're confident and you know you're valuable and you know you're worthy of her deep within without saying it, then that will come out naturally in your communication or conversation with her. Having self-confidence is very, very important. And the only way as a man to be self-confident is to improve yourself and get genuine results, meaning improve your social skills. You also need to be in the best shape possible. You can diet and exercise, get into better shape, buy some better clothing, get some cologne, wear some nice deodorant, make sure your hair is nice and trim, and styled. Or if you don't have hair like me, shave your head nice and bald and make sure your head is nice and smooth and smells nice. I even shampoo my bald head because I want it to smell nice and be soft, right? If you have a beard, make sure your beard is nicely trimmed like mine. If you're a little bit older, like I'm 47, almost 48, and you have a little gray, get some Just for Men. And it'll cover most of the gray. Or if you want to have the distinguished look that some women like, leave it gray. But there are many options that you guys have. This is the bittersweet part of game, or in my words, communication skills, where you actually have to become a better version of yourself to go far. Dude, I could not have said any better myself. Become a better version of yourself to go far or go further. I'm going to give you a big round of applause for that. Oh, yeah. That's one of my primary purposes of doing what I do. I want to help people, both men and women, become the best versions of yourselves you can become. 31 comments. Let's go through a few of them before we get to the next Reddit posting here. Self-improvement goes a long way. That's 2 words, not 1. Jesus Christ. But more importantly, these young bucks. Oh my God, their grammar and spelling is atrocious. But more importantly, just go out and have a fun time. No pressure. Your ego really isn't that serious. Well, you should go out and have fun, but you should also know what you want. And you should be honest with women and what you want, guys. And same thing with women. You should be honest with what you want to the guys. Yes and no, it can help. Sometimes a lot, sometimes not so much. It can tremendously help you if you become a better version of yourself, become more self-confident. Why would it not help you? But then, what's the point of life if you don't self-improve? Right. This is pretty simple stuff, guys. This is the kind of stuff that made me create this topic here. Men are a little more at fault or to blame for the way the modern dating world is when compared to women. Look at what you guys are writing here. This is a lack of self-confidence. Be better at something tomorrow than you are today, and don't be a dick. Right. Be a good person. Be nice to everyone. Don't kick anybody down just to try to make yourself appear better. And that includes even on social media. There are so many people that come on social media, and they're the biggest jerks and assholes, right? The same with women. They're horrible people. They attack other people just because they want to get all eyes on them. Don't do that. Some people will come out and say, well, we're just like that online. That's our online persona. Well, hey, I don't know who you are in real life, so I assume the way you behave online is who you are, right? Why not be the same person you are online and offline? Well, it doesn't make me as much money because drama sells. Well, if that's the way you want to live your life, if that's the way you want to get attention and make money, that's on you. But people like you, I steer clear from. And most decent people out there, most decent men and women that you'd want to attract for a good relationship are going to run away from drama faster than you can blink your eye or your eyes. I write and pick up litter when I go for a run. Good. I go to events with my annoying nephew and give a hand when my sister is a bit overwhelmed with her kids. I lift and run. Good. Didn't do much in terms of dating. Why not? Because you're afraid to ask women out? And I don't expect to do much now that I'm over 30, but damn, I would have been a lot sadder if I hadn't done any of this. So now you're over 30, and you spent your entire 20s working on yourself, and you didn't feel confident enough to ask women out back then? Did it take you your entire 20s to turn yourself around, getting in better shape and becoming more confident, and taking risks of asking women out? Beyond the whole seduction thing, I just think it is part of what makes your life better. Well, you focus on your purpose, right? And when you focus on your purpose, right, you start to build your confidence, And then in some cases, you'll run into women and they'll just be naturally attracted to you. But if you want to speed up the process a little bit, go on dating sites and start, trying to connect with women and ask them out. Put your recent photos out there of you looking good, of your transition, looking good, wearing nice clothing, smiling, writing a good profile. Hey, I'm a good guy. I'm actually looking for a good gal that's looking for more than just a hookup. I'm not into hookups, right? You'd be amazed how many more responses you get when you're very clear as a man and say, I'm not looking for hookups. I'm looking for something authentic, genuine. Okay? You're going to start to attract more of the women that are relationship minded. Now, even some of the women that are relationship minded online have issues. You have to weed them out, but at least you're going to be closer to getting what you want when you're that specific. And you've also taken the time to better yourself physically and mentally and emotionally, right? Didn't do much in terms of dating. This person's responding to the last commenter, that line that he wrote, didn't do much in terms of dating. Yup, it's pretty much a non-factor for dating. What's a non-factor for dating, what he wrote? I write and pick up litter when I go for a run. I go to events with my annoying nephew and give a hand when my sister is a bit overwhelmed with her kids. I lift and run. Lifting and running is getting you in better shape. That's going to help you attract more women by being more physically attractive, right? The other things you do, helping others is attractive to women. You're a good giving person. How in the world, sir, would this be a non-factor for dating? It's showing the world and the women you're trying to attract that you're a good guy. This is why you guys have more issues than women. You guys do. You can't even see the obvious, right? You think that none of this has to do with dating? It has everything to do with dating. It's who you are. This is what annoys me. What do you guys think? It's all about physical attraction and sex only? And even if it was, you lift and run, which is making you more physically attractive by being in better shape. Spot on. No! Also, make sure you do this before you turn 40. I'm learning that the hard way. These guys are just angry and bitter. These guys are incels. These guys lack so much self-confidence, right? And they're probably very unattractive guys. They're probably really out of shape, even though they're running. Like, if these guys were in shape and looked good and smelled good, they wouldn't be having such a horrific lack of self-confidence here. You still need to have proximity to women, though. Here's an extreme example. Imagine a man who is an inmate in an all-male prison with all-male guards. That's a lot of testosterone there. No matter how much he improves his inner game, he has no shot of getting with any woman, not counting silliness like a serial killer who gets fan mail. For me personally, the proximity part was always the struggle. Unless you're in jail, how would it be a problem? You can go on your damn smartphone and go on a few apps. Match.com, Bumble, Hinge, OkCupid, right? And even eHarmony's not bad, right? I recommend Match and then eHarmony number 2 because those are platforms that are more so not swipe left and swipe right, even though they have those aspects, at least Match.com does. But they also have real profiles where you can write long paragraphs and share about what you like and don't like with other women. And they can do the same thing with you. Fair point. I'm also, this is the original poster commenting here. Fair point. I'm also looking to make necessary adjustment. It should be adjustments. So I'm around women to attract. I don't understand these guys. Unless these guys are in their 50s or 60s, which I doubt. These guys are probably in their teens and 20s, maybe early 30s. Guys, there's an enormous amount of options through these dating apps, and most of them offer their service for free to a certain extent. What adjustments you need to make? Put yourself out there on some dating sites, and then, as you go throughout your days, okay, you're working. I would recommend not mixing business with pleasure and dating someone you work with, but after work, say you go to the supermarket or you go do some shopping and you run into women, right? Okay, you'll be around people that you can talk with, right? You never know where it goes. Some might be single, some might not, but you're not going to know unless you say hello and say, hi, how you doing? Sorry to bother you. I just, you just seem beautiful and just wanted to say hi. You never know what happens. It all starts with hi, right? Putting yourself into their orbit, right? If they say no, don't talk to them, whatever, just walk away. No big deal. If you do that in person wherever you go, if you see a woman that you're attracted to, along with putting up some online dating profiles, you'll find someone. You'll have women in your proximity. I don't understand why you guys think you have no women in your proximity. There are plenty of options. What is wrong with you guys? Let me read one more here. This is a common belief, and it is measurably untrue. This is really just finding new projects to work on because developing charisma seems difficult. No, it doesn't. Just be yourself. Do you love yourself? Do you have certain hobbies you enjoy? Do you love hiking? Do you love the outdoors? Many women love that kind of stuff. I don't understand why you guys, are struggling just to develop charisma. Just be yourself. I want to attract women, so I'll work on developing confidence. The best way to develop confidence is to become the best version of yourself you can be. Number one, get yourself in the best possible shape. Get some better clothes, cologne, deodorant, trim your beard nice. When you know you look good, you're going to feel good. You will automatically have confidence. I know that's how it works for me. When I'm in good shape like I am now, I have more confidence. When I gain 20, 30 pounds at times, which I vow I'll never do it again, I don't have as much confidence. But I know I'm a little out of shape, right? I know how people are going to see me, right? So I try to keep myself in the best shape possible. I'm struggling with confidence, so I'll go to the gym. Okay, we'll get in better shape. That's one way to build your confidence, right? You get in the best shape possible, and I tell you, that will change your life and your attitude. Every step is moving away from your original goal and putting a ton of work into something that is only tangentially related to what you are trying to achieve. Well, here's the thing. That's a good point. I've been doing this YouTube thing for almost 5 years, between a former channel I used to run for a couple of years and this one now for almost 3 years. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I keep coming back each and every day, almost each and every day, if not each and every day, and keep moving forward. And I'm moving the needle a little forward each and every day. It may not be moving fast, but it's still moving forward a little bit each and every day. You got to be patient. It'll come. It'll happen. You can't gauge results right away after you make a change. You got to keep putting yourself out there with that change. Not everyone's going to see that change right away. If you want to talk to attractive women, then talk to attractive women. I agree. That's all you have to do. Say hi. If you want to feel confident while doing it, then do it more until you are confident at what you are doing. Okay? If you're going to approach attractive women, you better be attractive too. You better have gone to the gym or worked out and gotten yourself in the best possible shape. Make sure it's a fair value exchange. If you try to attract a woman that you perceive to be more attractive than you, that's going to be much more difficult, if not impossible, right? So if you want to attract the most attractive women, then you got to do what it takes to become one of the most attractive men out there, right? But here's the thing. Why not just do the best you can to get yourself in the best shape possible, and then, approach women that you feel are at your physical attractive level. You'll know by looking at yourself in the mirror. Okay, I think I'm a 7 or an 8, right? I'm not going to approach women that are greater than an 8 on the attraction scale. Why? I probably will have less of a shot. And I'm not trying to discourage you guys from doing that. If you want to try to attract women that are perceived to have a higher attraction, go for it. But I'll tell you, more than likely, no matter how, great of shape you get into and take care of yourself, based on your genes, you're only going to look as good at a certain point. Maybe you're an 8. Focus on people that are within your league. And that goes for women too. Like I said the other day, a lot of women that are 4s or 5s are trying to get with men that are 9s and 10s. And they're wondering why these guys are hooking up with these women, but they're just using them for sex. Well, because these guys can get any woman they want. And they'll have sex with the 4s, 5s, and 6s for one night if, everything else, if the 9s and 10s are dry for the night. But they're not going to commit to you. You folks want to connect with people that have a similar attraction level or attraction value. Going on a self-improvement kick just reinforces the belief that you have to have a certain level of life success to appeal to women. If you want to date gold diggers, then you'll need a job for that. Why would you want to date gold diggers? That was a ridiculous statement, man. But if you want to get comfortable talking with attractive women, then join a local theater group or photography class and be the only straight man in the room. That's a good idea. Join a group that, you enjoy doing, but there are more women there than men. And there may be some single women there, right? And you'll build rapport over the course of time, and you never know where it leads. But don't be pushy. Don't be needy. Don't force yourself upon them. Just be cool. Get to know them. Let the natural flow of progression take things where they're meant to go. Then actually start talking to women and finding out that most of them don't care what you look like, how much money you make, or even practically much about how confident you are. No, they do care about that. No, dude, that's wrong. They do care about that. When they're just friend zoning you, they don't care about all that. They just care about if you're a nice guy, right? If you want to be friend zoned, if you want no sex, no dating, no romance, right? If you just want to make friends with women, which most guys don't, then none of that matters. If you want to really get a good, attractive woman to feel attraction for you, they do care about what you look like first and foremost. That gets your foot in the door. Then, they do care about how much money you make. They don't necessarily need to know how much money you make right away, and you shouldn't tell them. But why would any woman want to date a broke-ass loser? Why would any man want to date a broke-ass woman? Seriously. Or even particularly much about how confident you are. Your confidence is what makes you a man. Your confidence is the difference between you being masculine and not being masculine. What attracts women to men is masculinity and masculine strength. If you don't have that, then you're behaving with more feminine energy. And women are already feminine. They don't need more feminine energy. They need a man with masculine energy to balance out their feminine energy. And they can balance out you on the flip side. Men and women balance each other out. Dude, this is horrible, man. They are looking for somebody who is interested in them and will make them feel good. Part of making them feel good, part of making women feel good is them believing that they've won a prize by being with you. If a woman cannot, if a woman does not feel like she's won a prize being with you, she won't be with you. I'm telling you, that's how women are. Women want to feel like they've dated up. Every one of them wants to get with a man that they perceive to be better than them. Even though they say they want equality and all that, that's all good, right? But women are attracted to men that they can look up to and they perceive more value than them in that man. That's just the way women work. Even modern women that are liberated. So stop focusing on yourself and start focusing on the people you claim to want to form relationships with. It's not rocket surgery. Dude, you are completely wrong. This dude is saying stop focusing on yourself and start focusing on the people you claim you want to form relationships with. Dude, that's pathetic, bro. That's pathetic. Don't listen to this guy. He's absolutely wrong. I may go back and make a posting in this forum here. But that's the problem right there. You need to focus on yourself. Become the best version of yourself that you can be. You have to love yourself first. Have self-confidence before anyone is going to believe in you or be attracted to you. This guy, what he wrote here, alligator tears. Horrible, man. This guy defines the topic that I wrote tonight, or that I am doing tonight. Why men are more to blame for modern dating than women, and how to fix this. All right. Let's see here. We are at 52 minutes. Wow, that took a while to get through. Let me go. Let me go over one more, then I'll take my first break, and I'll blitz through the last four when I get back. This is from the subreddit Purple Pill Debate, and the original poster states in the title, "The rise in male sexlessness is caused by a combination of factors." It's not caused, it's caused by a combination of factors. He posted a CMV, which stands for Change My View. Dudes on this sub are convinced that the rise in male sexlessness, is solely from online dating, women's impossible standards, and the 80-20, 95-5, whatever rule. And women are convinced that it's solely from dudes being isolated hermits who are addicted to porn and video games. Well, the women are right in that. These guys are isolating themselves as hermits. They are addicted to porn and video games. Tell me something that's not true. I see this happening all the time. It's because these guys lack self-confidence. They may have tried to get a woman once or twice, and they get shot down, they give up, right? And they don't realize the reasons why they're not getting a woman. It's because they're unattractive to women. They're probably overweight. They probably don't cut their hair or groom their hair, okay? They probably wear trashy clothes and not nice clothes. They probably don't wear cologne. They probably don't wear deodorant. I've seen a lot of these guys in the high-tech industry here in the Bay Area where I live, and the way that these guys dress is more trashy than women that that do this certain business I can't say out here that'll get me demonetized. Just think about it. These guys look horrible. I'm pretty sure it's a combination of both. I didn't start trying with dating until I was 19. That's still pretty young, man. Probably because of porn and video games, but also because of low self-esteem, anxiety, depression, etc. So are you overweight? You're probably overweight. You probably have pimples. Maybe, there are some things you need to take care of yourself physically better, right? That's typically what causes low self-esteem, anxiety, and depression. Physical attraction is important. and I found a little success. Has it been easy, though? Fuck no. Even dudes I know who are more successful with sex and dating go through long dry spells and complain that women are unbelievably shallow and picky. Well, that's how it is for everybody nowadays, right? Even top tier guys. Now, I wouldn't consider myself a top tier guy. Like I said yesterday, I'm like a 7 or 7.5. I'm an average, decent looking guy. I can attract women, right? I'm attractive enough to get women. I take care of myself. And I have charisma and I know how to talk to women, right? But before I found this woman that I've been hanging out with for a month now, I went through long dry periods myself. It happens to the best of us. Doesn't matter how good you are. It happens. That's a great point. I'm going to give you a big round of applause for that. That's a really good point. Really good point. All right. Let's see. So even dudes I know who are more successful with sex and dating go through long dry spells and complain that women are unbelievably shallow and picky. I already read that. All my old friends from high school are virgins who have never had girlfriends, and most of them have never tried. What do these guys look like? Are they taking care of themselves? How were they raised? Right? Like, this is really, really sad because when I was in high school, we loved women. And, yes, we didn't have the internet and all that as we have it today. But yes, we still watched porn at times. We had to get it on a VHS videotape, then DVDs. Now it's available by, searching the internet, right? But even with all that, all of us guys back then, we always preferred real women over, porn and stuff. I think what's happening with you guys is that you guys are coming from broken households and you're not taught how to take care of yourselves. So you eat a lot of sugar and drink a lot of sugary sodas and you gain a lot of weight. You have lots of pimples, greasy hair. You don't press your clothes. You don't probably wash your clothes. You guys are very unattractive and unappealing to women. Women want to be around, good guys that are in shape, that are also clean and smell nice and are well groomed. When I was younger, there were times I didn't take as good care of myself as I do today. And let me tell you, it made all the difference. Let me tell you something. Like, I will say this. Women would rather be with a guy that's 30 pounds overweight, that's clean and groomed and smells nice, than a guy that's in perfect shape that smells like shit. Now that women do want. So part of the reason why you guys are not getting anywhere and you're still virgins is because you smell like crap and you look like crap. And you have no confidence. What value do you have to bring a woman? What's exciting to a woman to want to be with you? Women are looking for a catch, and you're the furthest thing from one. And if they started trying, I doubt they would have success. Sorry, guys, but it's true. For reasons I just mentioned. I'm not going to go any further into it. Let me read a couple comments here, then I'm going to take my first break. Yeah, I think it is a combination. I think something else that gets lost in the debate is the rise of sugar dating. Well, these guys end up paying for it because they can't get it any other way. They're involuntary celibates. Like I said, they're unattractive, they're overweight, they smell bad, their clothes are horrible, they have no social skills. What value do they have to bring to a woman? A woman that's being paid to hang out with them has to hang out with them because she's getting paid. I don't do it, but it seems like 70% of girls I know have done it, and some of them get really pulled into that lifestyle because they make a lot of money, and most of the guys, their age, are not dateable for reasons I just mentioned. And some of them get really pulled into that lifestyle and just do not engage with men their age anymore. I've even heard women I know say there's no point in having sex with someone if they aren't getting paid. Well, that's because the guys their age have no social skills and are also physically unattractive. And there's nothing there for the woman to be attracted to. So they're like, okay, well, guys my age, in my 20s, are not dateable. So I have a couple options. I can date older men, or I can, charge these guys money and be their escort or something, right? I'm not saying this is a huge factor, but I think it is another factor, even if it's just a minor one, that tends to be overlooked. Could be. And I'm 22 female, by the way. Okay. Well, yeah, you're young. One more here. Are these low-income women? I can't say I know anyone who does this, but I know my ex-coworkers' friends were sometimes sugar daddies. These were high-net-worth middle-aged men, and the women were low-class, kind of hot, but definitely not dimes. Right. There are women that are 6s and 7s that can make money doing this. Even 5s can make money doing this nowadays because of the thirsty beta males like these guys. All right, I don't need to read any more about this here because it's going more into sugar daddies, and that's kind of straying away from what the original poster wrote. I pretty much mentioned what needed to be said there. All right, let's go back to full screen. We are at 1 hour and 1 minute. I wonder what's going on with the Giants. Still 2-1 Dodgers, top of the 6th. Well, as of 8:11 p.m., the day this live stream is happening, and the game's happening Saturday, October 9th, 2021. Okay. Haven't missed much. All right, let's cue up some royalty-free YouTube music and then come back for one more segment and power through the last 4 subreddits. They're very, very interesting. All right, give me a second here. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, music is all queued up. I'm going to step away for about a 10-minute break, a little less than 10-minute break. And when we return, we're going to go over the last 4 Reddit postings. Let me just give you a little preview here. The first one's going to be from the subreddit dating_advice. And the topic posed, a girl told me being in shape didn't make me less ugly and I'm kind of destroyed. How do I not let rejection crush my confidence? After that, we're going to go to the subreddit dating_over30. And the posting was deleted, but the title's still there and so are the comments. Do you guys typically assume sex when being invited over? So the original poster's posting is gone, and it was 95% upvoted, but lots of great responses there, and I'll share my opinion regarding it. After that, we're going to go to the subreddit dating with the topic, my ex is hooking up every week and I haven't found someone in a year. Can't believe these guys are posting this. You haven't found someone in a year? Come on, man. What happened? This is pathetic. Last but not least, we're going to wrap up the night by going to the subreddit deciding to be better. And the poster posts, my wasted youth, please don't make the same mistake. I think we've all made mistakes in our youth and wish we could go back and do things different. So that's going to be pretty interesting there. So with that being said, stick around. Oh, we'll be right back. We're back. Whoa, let me fix the cord there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pump it up! Pump it up, up. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, baby. All right. All right. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on the Coach Eli Television Network, primarily broadcasting live on YouTube at youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. We're also simulcasting live on Facebook and D Live. If you're on Facebook and D Live and you'd like to get more than just these live stream, in-studio live stream simulcasts, you're going to have to come over to YouTube, where you will also get daily, if not almost daily, mobile live streams where I go to walking locations. I take a nice walk and have a chat with my audience, and I talk about an interesting topic. Also, you will get pre-recorded videos, and all future pre-recorded videos will be coming to you at the highest quality, 4K at 60 frames per second. If you go on my channel on YouTube and you look for the pre-recorded Walking with Purpose videos, you check out the latest one, you'll see a video in 4K at 60 frames per second. It's beautiful. It was a great topic. Looks great, sounds great, and you'll get that only on YouTube. Also on YouTube, I am a monetized channel. I also have a members-only package with exclusive members-only content for as little as $4.99 per month or as much as $99.99 per month, and 3 other packages in between. They all packages get you the same thing. They'll get you 21 members-only videos so far and many more to come, plus 2 members-only live stream replays and more to come. It's up to you how much you want to choose to sponsor the channel at a monthly level if you'd like, and it's optional. So if you want more content, come over to YouTube at youtube.com/Life Coach Eli, or just search for Coach Eli, Elias Melas, and you'll find the channel with over 4.4K subs. Subscribe, bang the bell, select all notifications, and you will not miss anything. Also, if you would like to donate to sponsor the channel and the content and keep things moving forward, you can also donate via PayPal or Cash App. Nightbot's sharing the links every 7 minutes in the chat. Those links are also in the YouTube description, the Facebook description. If you're on D Live, come over to YouTube at youtube.com/Life Coach Eli, and you can find out how to donate there in the description section. Donations are not required, but they are greatly appreciated. All right, tonight we've been discussing why men are more to blame for modern dating than women, and how to fix this. One more time, why men are more to blame for modern dating than modern women, or women, sorry. Modern men, modern women, the same thing. Why men are more to blame for modern dating than women, and how to fix this. It's a simple fix, guys. You got to change your attitude. You've got to change your mindset. You've got to change how you see yourself. I'm going to recommend this again and again and again. Go out there and find the movie The Secret. It's about 90 minutes long. It's a movie where there's about, 10 or 15 or so famous authors and writers out there, personal development authors and writers out there, and speakers and stuff like that say the same thing over and over again. Watch that movie 5 to 10 times at least. And after you watch it 5 times, you're going to start to notice a pattern. These guys are saying the same thing in different words. How you see yourself is how the rest of the world and everyone else is going to see you. How you see yourself is how the rest of the world and everyone else is going to see you guys. If you look at yourself as a piece of crap, like many of you do in these Reddit forums, how in the world do you think women are going to see you? If you lack so much self-confidence, if you think you aren't worthy of getting a woman. How are you ever going to get a woman? So how do you turn that around to get a woman? You become worthy. You take better care of yourself. You psych yourself up and you say, you know what? I am worth it. All right. I'm a little overweight. I'm a little out of shape, right? I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to focus on myself. Unlike the person in one of the Reddit postings said, don't focus on yourself, focus on the other people. No, you have to focus on yourself and make yourself the best version of you can be before you can focus on other people. Take care of yourself first, and then you can focus on other people, right? You guys are getting this backwards, right? So check out the book, check out the movie, The Secret. And also, there's a book. Read the book as well. I am telling you guys, it will change your life. It completely changed my life. When I first saw the movie, I think it was about close to 15 years ago. I was already, learning a lot of this stuff because I've been doing personal development for over 20 years. But when I saw the movie The Secret, and after I viewed it the fifth time, I really started to, grasp onto what it meant. I really started to get a better grip on life. I started to believe in myself more. I started to feel like, hey, if I love myself internally more, take better care of myself, and I'm a positive person, I'm going to attract the same people. Like attracts like. If you have a shitty attitude, you're going to attract shitty people, right? You're not going to attract the women that you want, guys, with a shitty attitude. You have a positive attitude and you look good, you take care of yourself, and you're a positive person, you're outgoing, and you're confident, right? And you show up being the best version of yourself you can be, you're going to eventually find that special lady. You're still going to get rejected even being the best version of yourself you can be, but eventually you will find someone, right? If you don't fix yourself to be the best version of yourself that you can be, you'll never get anywhere. That's why a lot of you guys are virgins and incels, going into your early to mid 20s. Because you just don't understand this. You're following the wrong people. You're going to Reddit and you're following other content creators that are telling you otherwise, right? And all these guys are doing is projecting their insecurities onto you. They're basically going through the same thing you're going through, and they're telling you there's no hope when there is hope. Anyway, I think I've drilled that into the ground. All right, let's get back over to the browser screen here and continue with the next Reddit posting. This is from the subreddit dating_advice, and the original poster states, a girl told me being in shape didn't make me less ugly. And I'm kind of destroyed. How do I not let rejection crush my confidence? Well, it's one woman, dude. And maybe she's just unhappy about life. And maybe you're better looking than she perceives herself to be, right? And she's projecting onto you. Let's read what he wrote. Recently, I experienced the worst I have in a while. Well, if you say so. I got into very good shape over the summer, so by the time I went back to college, I wouldn't look good. So, did you mean to say I would look good? That doesn't make any sense. Getting in shape really built up my confidence and self-esteem. That's what it does. Makes you more confident, builds up your self-esteem, and you start seeing yourself as valuable, right? Good for you. Recently, I tried talking to a girl who I thought was cute at my yoga class. A lot of those yoga women, they're very spiritual, and they're kind of weird, no disrespect. Some of them are cool, but a lot of them in those yoga classes are like weirdly spiritual and just very strange. So let's see what happened. I hadn't even planned on and her out. I think you meant to say I hadn't even planned on asking her out. I was just going to start a conversation. I didn't think that was too weird or offensive, but after I introduced myself, she said, "Don't let the muscles make you forget your face," and she walked away. Dude, she acknowledged you being good looking. And she was probably testing you. And Had you tried to talk to her in the past? Or was this the first time? Or has she just been hit on by many guys with muscles and they've all been jerks? See, if that woman said something like that to me, I would have just responded with one thing as she walked away. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Have a good night. Take care. Be nice. That's all I would have said. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Have a good night. Take care. That shows to her that you're not butthurt. She was probably testing you to see if you're different than every other guy that builds muscles and gets into shape, right? Because she's assuming that you're just like the rest of them. You're trying to get into shape to try to woo them into the bedroom, and that's all you want, right? Now my confidence is shot, and I feel as small as I used to. You let this one woman with a shit attitude that was probably testing your strength kick your confidence down, dude. You're now in great shape. You're a good-looking guy, and you have no confidence because of what one woman said that probably was having a bad day or just testing you? Come on, man. Nothing's really changed, and I'm still the same ugly loser. Well, dude, if that's how you perceive yourself to be, that's how she's going to see you. That's how everyone's going to see you. That's a crappy attitude, bro. Why let that one woman faze you? You worked so hard to better yourself. It's one person. Keep moving forward. How do I not let rejection ruin me? Well, you just don't let it ruin you. It's one person. You answer your own question. How do I not let rejection ruin me? Oh my God. This is why I titled this, Why Men Are More to Blame for Modern Dating Than Women, and How to Fix This. Let's see what the comments section said. You recognize that being rejected by someone like that is actually a blessing in disguise. I'm going to give you a big round of applause for that. Exactly. Just because this woman rejected you, and she didn't even really reject you, she just made a funny. She's just saying, don't let your muscles get in the way of who you really are, or whatever it was, right? Dude, are you that hurt, man? Are you that emotional over that one line? You're a man, dude. You should not be fazed by comments like that. You got yourself in great shape. You built up your confidence. And dude, listen, your confidence is independent of what anyone thinks about you, including that woman or any other woman or any other person in general, right? If you're truly confident, bro, you're going to be confident no matter what anyone thinks. Like I've said before, I'll say it again. I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I keep saying repetition is the mother of skill. The only opinion of yourself that matters is your own. One more time, the only opinion of yourself that matters is your own. If you're that confident to understand that, seriously, the only opinion of yourself that matters is your own, her saying that would have never fazed you. You would have laughed at it, right? You would have laughed at it. And you would have probably just told her she was walking away like I would have said. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the feedback. Have a great night. Take care. Right? Most other guys would chase her or get upset. You're just going to say, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the feedback. Have a great night. Take care. Have a great day. Take care. That's it. Yeah, only a POS would have said that. Well, she was probably testing him. She's probably been hit on by a ton of muscle-bound guys that are jerks. You got to change her opinion about that by acting differently than these guys and being a real man, unlike being a fake man like these guys, like the rest of the guys are being that have muscles and look good. 100% this. If you meet someone and within the first few lines of meeting that someone says something as horrid as what this girl said to you, you dodged a bullet, a massive bullet. Yeah, she's probably someone I would not date. But how bad was what she really said, right? How emotional are you guys? Like, do you guys have any manhood within you? She says, don't let the muscles make you forget your face. I mean, look, that could be a playful joke. Play back with her. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for your feedback. Have a great day. Take care. What is wrong with you guys? You guys have no freaking spine nowadays. Yes, she sounds like a mean person. There was really no need for her to even say that. But that's true. But sometimes women do that to test you because they've been through that with many other similar guys. I've been in that guy's shoes. It sucks donkey balls. But now, the way I see it, those girls actually did me a favor by letting me know on day one what kind of person they truly are. If they're a very attractive woman, they get a lot of attention. They have to filter out every guy that hits on them. And even if you're just talking to a woman, it is assumed by her that you're hitting on her. And you are. And that's okay. And even if you got rejected, which you kind of did but kind of didn't, had you handled that differently like I suggested, the next time in class, she might have remembered, wow, I really thought about what you said. You said, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for your feedback. Have a great night. Take care. You weren't really fazed by what I said. I got a good laugh at it. You actually made me laugh. Really? You didn't feel hurt by it? No. I think you're pretty funny. Right? And she will be like, wow, most guys take offense. They think I'm being mean to them. No. You're just being fun and playful. Life is short, right? Why can't you guys handle it like that? The next thing you know, she'll start thinking differently about you. She'll start to think, maybe this guy's different. Maybe I should go on a date with him. He's standing out amongst all other muscleheads that got butt hurt when I told him that, right? Like one of the big ones in Mario level bullets. So now you're mentioning video games, going back to the video games as your crutch, right? You said it. Indeed, this girl is showing you her own ugliness. As Zappa once wrote, what's the ugliest part of your body? What's the ugliest part of your body? Some say your nose, some say your toes. I think it's your mind, but I think it's your mind. Your mind, I think it's your mind. Woo woo. Okay, whatever. 3 more replies. She's almost certainly very attractive and not ugly at all. She's probably very attractive and gets lots of attention, and she really didn't say anything wrong. She was just kind of testing you, kind of just, saying something sarcastic and witty. You guys think these women are attacking. That's why you guys are single. You guys have no game. No game at all. And I only like to call it game. You guys have no communication skills. You guys have no emotional self-control. You guys are weak, needy, desperate, insecure. That's unattractive to any woman, let alone a super hot woman. What do you expect? Yep, sounds like she felt threatened. Didn't sound like she felt threatened to me. She talked to him. She was testing him. He came back looking way better, and she didn't like that at all. So she thought she'd put him back in his place. Probably because he now looks better than her, which is a big no. That's a possibility, right? But he didn't handle it the right way. Instead of just being playful and fun and saying, all right, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for your feedback. You have a great night now. We'll see you next time in yoga class. That's all you had to say. And she would have thought about it. But you got butt hurt, which is feminine energy, dude. You didn't act like a man. You let her derail your masculinity, bro. What do you expect? One more, and then we'll get to the next one. There's a lot missing to this story. Who's to say whether he looks better now that he bulked up? Have they been in the same yoga class for a while, or was this the first time? They've probably been in this class for a while. What did he say to her leading up to this rejection? He didn't have to say anything. He probably was just being nice talking with her. The narrative that she's threatened that he's now so much better looking than her sounds like wishful thinking. I agree. These are a lot of angry and bitter, immature, insecure guys. Granted, the comment was rude and uncalled for. I don't think it was rude. I think she was testing him. So no need to continue to waste time and energy on her. He's in class with her, right? What's wrong if you're in class with somebody? What's wrong with saying hello? What's wrong with introducing yourself and saying hi? And if she says, "Don't let the muscles, get to your head" or whatever, right? If you responded to it the way I said, thanks for the feedback. I'll keep that in mind. Have a great day. See you at the next class. Take care. She would know that you're not fazed by her in that way, and it might have built some attraction. But she derailed you, and now she knows it. Now you don't have any chance at all, dude. Now you're not even friend zone. You're not even worthy of being friends with this woman now. However, some people might think it is rude to be hit on at yoga. Maybe some people do, but listen, if this woman is single, she's going to be open to running into a good guy to date and find as a life partner anywhere. It all depends on how that guy shows up and how he carries himself. It sounds like this woman has been hit on a lot, and she carries herself really well. She knows what she wants. She knows what she doesn't want. And she's going to test guys along the way to see how strong they are to be with her. She's stronger than this dude. That's not where they are there. It is a vulnerable space and might be the reason she immediately shut him down. You guys are so pathetic. You can meet people anywhere. Sure, you're there for the yoga, but what's wrong with saying hi to people? Anywhere you go where there are people is a social opportunity, any way you look at it. You guys are pathetic. That's why you're all incels and virgins. You guys are pathetic. Pathetic. It's the men. It's the men. It's the men that are more at fault with modern world dating. The women are stronger than the men, hands down. Also, getting muscles is not a one-way ticket to being seen as attractive. I'm sure he knows that. I think a lot of women care less about them than men seem to believe. I mean, it's nice to be in good shape, but there's more to it than that. This guy seems to have a great personality, but he couldn't pick up. He didn't have the social skills to pick up that she was just playing with him. She was testing it. She probably found him attractive and was looking to see, okay, he's cute, he's hot, but what does he have upstairs? Let's see how he responds to when I say, "Oh, don't let the muscles, get to your head" or whatever, right? And it got to his head. She got to him. She derailed your masculinity, brother. Congratulations. Sure, some shallow girls are only into big muscles, fancy cars, 6 feet, 6 figures. Don't forget about 6 inches, 6 inches below the belt, I mean. But when women grow up and don't need a protector or provider, they value personality and character more. So keep working on that original poster in addition to working out. He needs to work on handling rejection better and not assuming that everything a woman says is a direct rejection. If she rejected him flat out, she would have said, "Hey, dude, I'm not interested." Okay? But let's scroll back up because that's the last comment I'm going to read here. She said, "Don't let the muscles make you forget your face." Okay? That was kind of a little snarky remark, but it wasn't her saying, "Dude, don't talk to me anymore. We're at yoga, and this is a professional environment, and I don't date men from yoga." She didn't say that. All she said was, "Don't let the muscles make you forget your face." That was kind of like a test because this woman is probably attracted to you. Do you think a woman would? She was kind of flirting with you. Do you think a woman would even say something like that if she had zero interest? She would just flat out deny you. "Dude, I'm not interested." That's all. Pathetic. Pathetic. We are at 1 hour and 39 minutes. And let me just check out something here real quick. All right, we're good. The next subreddit is Dating Over 30, and the original posting got deleted, but we have the title and the comments. Let's check it out. Do guys typically assume sex when being invited over? Absolutely. But for me, in the past, when I had met women, that I ended up dating and they invited me over before we had sex the first time, did I assume sex? Sure, but if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be fazed by it. But seriously, why would any woman want to bring a guy over to her place if she didn't want to have sex if it felt right? When a woman invites you over to her place, it's not to play Monopoly. It's not to play Twister, maybe Naked Twister, right? It's not even really to sit down and have a lengthy conversation. Yeah, you need to sit down and chat, but it's because she's attracted to you and she wants to get close to you. Now, the right way to do it, you go into her place. Maybe you've gone on a date or two. Maybe it's the second date. Maybe it's at the end of the first date. You go into her place. You sit down on the couch, and you don't sit right next to her. You sit apart from her, and then you look to see if she comes and sits close to you. If a woman is into you, okay, and you give her the space, she's going to come close to you. And if she starts coming closer to you, or she might say, "Why are you sitting so far from me?" Well, I'm just relaxed. I want to have a nice conversation with you. You don't want to be close to me? I wouldn't mind being close to you, but I'm in no hurry for that. I'm enjoying spending time with you, right? Be cool, right? When you don't come off as needy, as desperate, as weak, insecure, when you're not attached to any particular outcome and you're not fazed by whatever happens, that woman's going to be like, wow, he's not pushing me to drop my panties. Now, I'm so turned on that he's not doing that, I'm going to fucking drop my panties for him, right? Let's read what the comments said. In the past, I have sent a text message saying something like, "I know that coming over often comes with expectations. So I want to say up front that I'm not there yet. Just want to make sure we are on the same page about how the evening will play out." I've had that happen too, right? I've had that happen too with women I've dated in the past, right? And guess what? If you're a cool, calm guy and you go over to her house and you don't just jump all over her and come up next to her like a sick puppy dog, if you just kick back, sit apart from her and wait for her to come to you, just talk with her, she's going to want you more than you want her. It'll happen. So whenever this has happened to me, you can come on over. You seem cool. I really want to get to know you, but I just want you to know, I want to make sure that, don't expect something to happen tonight. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, hey, I just want to hang out, right? And so I would go into it with the attitude where I'm okay whether it happens or not. So I go in with a cool, calm demeanor, and next thing you know, she wants me more than I want her. It's a test, guys. Any woman that brings you over to her place and then has a preface with that, that's just basically her way of saying, if I'm not attracted to you when I see you, or if I'm not feeling it when you come over, I want to have an easy way out. But if you're as cool or cooler than you are talking on the phone or whatever, then this is going to be amazing, right? It's been well received in the past. Having clear and honest communication makes me feel so much better about going over. That's why if you're meeting women online or guys online, you got to talk on the phone for at least 30 minutes to an hour before you meet. You want to get a good feel, get a good vibe, right? God, communication. What can't fix it? Oh, sorry, what can't it fix? Yeah, that's the problem. A lot of you guys fail to communicate. Edit. I'd like to add this wasn't the list. I don't think God can fix much at all. Well, maybe you don't believe in God. And God's not there to fix things. God's there to watch over us. but not fix us. Humor is good too with a PSA announcement, public service announcement. Maybe I just wanted to remind you that condoms lose effectiveness when improperly stored, and so you shouldn't bring one over in your wallet hoping to get lucky. We can go grab some new ones at the store together when it is time. Oh my God. No wonder these guys get nowhere. Also, yes, thank you for the God clarification. He doesn't really fix much, and if you believe in him, them generally encourages conception. Oh my God, you guys are pathetic. Deal breakers. I don't know what you meant by that. I think at minimum, with an invite to your home on a third date, I would think it is a possibility. If you're not there yet, I would suggest a text like the above. Guys, don't be pathetic. If a woman invites you to her place on a first or second date, or if she's willing to come up to your place on a first or second date, it's not because she doesn't want to sleep with you. It's because there's a great chance she wants to sleep with you as long as she feels right when she gets up there, and you lead her on that right path by being patient, by being cool, by not coming off as thirsty or weak or needy. Okay? If it's at your place, bring her up, ask her if she wants something to drink. It doesn't have to be alcohol. It could be anything. You tell her, hey, you want something to drink? It doesn't have to be alcohol. I'm not trying to get you drunk here. I just want to hang out and get to know you. I had a really nice time tonight. I had a nice time too, right? Have a seat on the couch, right? And most guys, like myself, we have an L couch, right? There's a smaller couch and then the bigger couch. She sits on one, whichever one she sits on, you sit on the opposite one. You don't go and sit right next to her. You bring her her drink, whatever she wants, right? And then you go to the opposite couch with your drink, right? And then you start talking. And then she might say, why are you sitting so far from me? Well, I don't want to hound all over you like a sick puppy dog. I just wanted to chat with you and get to know you. So you're not expecting to have sex with me tonight? I don't know where I would say this, I don't know where the night's going to take us, but that's not on my mind right now. I really like who you are, and I really would like to get to know you. So you brought me up to your place, and you're not expecting to get in my pants tonight. And she might say that again. I'd say, look, I don't know where the night's going to take us, but regardless of what happens, I'm happy here because you're great company. And it's been quite some time that I've been able to have a great conversation and enjoy the company of a really cool lady like yourself. Right? Be cool, calm, and collected. And then she might be like, wow, you want to come sit next to me? Well, if you want me to, sure. Come and sit next to me. And you go and sit next to her, right? And you don't put your arm around her or anything. You just keep talking with her, And then she might say, well, kind of want a hug. You want to hug me, whatever, right? Then you just hug. Then once that happens, you start kissing. The next thing you know, 5-10 minutes later, you're in the other room, right? Look, with women, if they don't want any chance of sex to happen, they just won't go to your place or bring you to theirs. If they bring you to their place, or you ask them to come to yours and they come to yours, that means they're open to it if you play your cards right. But it's up to you as a guy to play your cards right and ease into it. Now, there's a possibility she might change her mind at the last minute, even if it's being worked up. If that happens, say, hey, I'm cool with that. Back off and say, hey, we don't have to do this. I really enjoy your company. How about we call it a night, and let's set up a time where maybe we can go away for the weekend and have a romantic time, right? And she might say, that sounds so awesome. I don't think I can wait that long yet. Let's go. Let's do this right now. Or she might want to wait for the weekend. But just be cool. Be patient. Don't be thirsty. Really, really good way to handle the situation. Well, it could be a first or second date. It doesn't have to be a third date. I typically say if you've been dating someone, whether you're a man or a woman, and you haven't had sex by the third date, that means there's no physical attraction. It's never going to go anywhere anyway. The key would also be setting expectations as to when, or even if you are or could be there yet. It is dating after all. Have you guys ever thought about the natural flow of progression, just taking things where they're supposed to go, when they're meant to go there? Typically, people feel attraction for each other either right away or they never feel it, right? So if it feels right that first night, why wouldn't you just let it happen, right? If it doesn't feel right, you move on. I can understand due to logistics and how you meet the first time, okay? Maybe it's not possible to happen on the first date, even if it was meant to be. So then the second date, it would happen. But by the third at the latest, or it just was never meant to be. Traction is a must. It's either there or it isn't. You need to find out if it's there or if it isn't as soon as possible. If not, you're both wasting your time. All right, so that's enough of that one here. A couple more here. We are at 1 hour and 51 minutes. This is from the subreddit dating. My ex is hooking up every week and I haven't found someone in a year. Okay. I'm just thinking here, let me just take one more break. Let me take one more break so I can get a little more energy for this one here. Yeah, let's do that. We're at 1 hour and 51 minutes. Let me go back over to full screen and take another quick break and then come back with full steam because these last two are very interesting. So let's cue up some more royalty-free YouTube music. Let's see here. That's one. That's two. Three, and that's four. All right. Music is all queued up. I'm going to step away for another maybe 7 or 8 minute break this time. And when we return, we'll get to the final two Reddit postings. The first one's going to be from the subreddit dating. My ex is hooking up every week, and I haven't found someone in a year. And then to wrap up the show, we're going to go over to the subreddit, Deciding to Be Better. Love that subreddit. I'm going to start spending more time there. There are 772,000 members there, 408 currently online. I love that, Deciding to Be Better. And the original poster posted, my wasted youth, please don't make the same mistake. We'll get to those when we get back, so stick around. We'll be right. Whoa. Wait a minute. We'll be right back. We're back. We're back. Wow. Well, you're not missing much if you're a Giants fan tonight. The Giants getting destroyed in the 8th by the Dodgers 9-2. Wow. Ooh. Wow. Well, it looks like it's going to be all tied up 1-1. Best of 5, folks. Best of 5. Oh, yeah. Giants will come back and take this. Whew. All right. It's a little bit of a bummer, but hey, you got to have faith, right? Gotta have faith, right? All right. We're back. We're back. We're back. All right. Welcome back to the third and final segment of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on the Coach Eli Television Network, primarily broadcasting live on YouTube at youtube.com/LifeCoachEli. We're also simulcasting live on Facebook and D Live. If you're on Facebook and D Live and you'd like to get more than just these in-studio live stream simulcasts, you're going to have to come over to YouTube, where you will get almost daily, if not daily, mobile live streams. So the woman I've been seeing messages me, says, "Hey, babe, our Giants aren't doing good." Well, I know. That's why I'm simulcast. That's why I'm broadcasting live on YouTube. It's all right. They'll get the next one and the one after that, and then they'll move to the next round. Yeah, so if you want to get mobile live streams, if you also want to get pre-recorded videos of the highest quality, 4K, 60 frames per second, you have to come over to YouTube at youtube.com/LifeCoachEli. You can also become a channel member if you'd like. It's optional. I am a monetized channel on YouTube, and I do have a members-only package for as little as $4.99 per month, or as much as $99.99 per month, and 3 other packages in between that will all get you the same thing. Okay. You'll get also 21 exclusive members-only videos and more to come, plus 2 members-only live stream replays and more members-only live streams coming soon. Memberships, or becoming a member on the channel, is completely optional. You don't have to become a member, but if you want to sponsor the channel, it's a great way to do it. And if you just want to make a one-time donation every now and then, that's optional as well. You can hit that super chat on YouTube at the bottom of your YouTube chat. You see the $ there. You can send a super chat or a super sticker in any amount. And if you send a super chat, you will get your message highlighted at the top of the chat for a certain amount of time. The greater the donation, the longer the message stays highlighted. You can also send a donation via PayPal or Cash App. Nightbot sharing the PayPal and Cash App links every 7 minutes in the chat. Or if you're on the replay, you can go to the description section and still send a donation. On Facebook, the Cash App and PayPal links are in the description. If you're on D Live, just come over to YouTube and you'll get more there. I only broadcast on D Live as just another place to broadcast in case someone else pops up or finds out about me through D Live. But if you're on D Live and you want to get more information, come over to YouTube at youtube.com/LifeCoachEli. That link is shared in the D Live chat, and then you'll get everything. Donations are greatly appreciated, but they are not required. All right, let's get to the third and final segment here and wrap things up so I can relax and enjoy the night. I'm still relaxed, but yeah, kind of want to rest my voice a little bit and come back again tomorrow. The topic of tonight's show is why men are more to blame for modern dating than women, and how to fix this. One more time. Why men are more to blame for modern dating than women, and how to fix this. Go back to the first segment and you'll hear my monologue regarding my thoughts regarding this. And then after that, I got into a bunch of Reddit postings that support this topic and why I feel men are more to blame for modern dating than women, and how you can fix this. I did the same thing in the second segment, and because It just took me a little bit longer to get through the material, and I wanted to do it justice. I decided to go a third segment and come back and give justice to the last two postings, which I feel are great. So let's get to those right now. Let's move back over to the browser source. And let's go back over here. This is from the subreddit dating. My ex is hooking up every week and I haven't found someone in a year. I need advice. More of a vent/rant, but as a 32-year-old guy who hasn't been physical with anyone in over a year, this is really making me feel like my ex was pretty much the one that got away. Well, you put go away, but you meant to say got away. That could be true. What did you do to let her slip away, bro? I had a woman like that years ago. And yeah, I screwed up on some things unintentionally, but I learned. What did you do that made her go away? I've been trying to go out, but I have no real sex appeal. Really? Is that how you see yourself? If that's how you see yourself, dude, then that's how other women are going to see you. I dress well. I smell great. My hair is the best style I can get for my hair type and hairline. Okay, that's part of it. So you dress well, you smell great. What body type are you? Are you as fit as you can possibly be or reasonably fit? Okay. And you said, my hair is the best style I can get for my hair type and hairline. Well, if you're receding or anything, why don't you shave your head, grow a beard like myself? Women love that. A lot of women love it. Not every woman loves a bald guy with a beard, but a lot of them do. And some of them say it's really sexy, right? Right? Like Telly Savalas, right? Kojak. Some of you young bucks don't remember Kojak, but you guys and gals around my age remember Kojak. Telly Savalas was actually Greek. I wonder, is Telly Savalas still around? Let's see. Telly Savalas. He died January 22nd, 1994. Yeah. Wow. What happened to Savalas? Telly Savalas, the bald-headed actor who played more villains but gained his most fame as hard-boiled, lollipop-loving New York City detective in 1970s television series Kojak, died of prostate cancer. Okay. He died at 70. Okay. Yeah, Savalas had that look. He made bald sexy. Oh, man. So shave your head, dude, if you have a receding hairline. I try to talk to women when I go out, but I honestly just don't get anything. No looks, no smiles, no indications. Well, that probably has to do with, number one, maybe you're a little bit out of shape and you need to get into better shape. You said you dress well, but do you dress as best as you can? You said you smell great, but, I mean, what kind of cologne? Are you wearing cologne? And how do you come off? How's your demeanor? Are you smiling? Are you making eye contact? How's your vibe, dude? I just stand at the bar and try to talk to someone who stands next to me and make small talk, but it doesn't seem like anyone really reciprocates because it's the vibe you're giving off, right? Right? You're waiting for women to come to you. Women like it when they're approached because it takes balls to approach women, right? The shy guy sits at the bar waiting for the woman to come to him. The confident guy will just approach people and start chit-chatting, right? Like it's no big deal. My ex, on the other hand, is hooking up with multiple people. Oh, boy, bro. Why do you even care what your ex is doing? Are you stalking her on social media? Is she telling you she's hooking up? Are you still friend-zoned by her? Did she say, let's just be friends, and you agreed? You never agree to friendship. If a woman tells you, if you've been dating a woman for years, and she breaks up with you and says, I still want to be friends, you got to tell her, look, I'm not interested in being just friends. And she might say, well, why not? Because I really like what we had, and I think you're hot, and you're beautiful, and it would be very difficult to be just friends with a sexy woman like you that I've enjoyed being with. But if you don't want to be with me, you know what? As much as it sucks, I'm going to let you go. And, give me a call if you change your mind. And you turn, you walk away, you never look back. You don't call her, you don't text her, you don't email her, okay? You don't stalk her on social media. You don't take her calls unless she says she wants to rekindle things, right? The only way you speak with her again is if she reaches out to you and she asks how you doing, and then you'll say, "Oh, I'm doing all right. I'd like to see you again. When are you free to get together?" You know, um, and she might say, "Well, we can hang out just as friends," and you can come back at her at that point again and say, "Well, like I told you when we split up, I'm not interested in being just friends, and if you just want to hook up with something platonic, I'm not interested in that. But hey, again, give me a call if you change your mind." Because remember, you told her, you got to be congruent with your words. You told her when she broke up with you initially, give me a call if you change your mind. If she calls you, you have to assume that she's calling you because she wants to see you again in a romantic way, and she may be testing you, okay? Having the time of her life. I'm pretty much a distant memory in her mind, but in my mind, she's the last person I had sex with and the last person that physically touched me. Dude, you're still hooked on her. You have not removed the emotional attachment, and it's affecting you from approaching other people. It's giving you approach anxiety. It's making you look sad, and women can pick up on that. Women can pick up that, hey, you're not in a good place to be with somebody new. It's all about the fact that you haven't gotten over her, bro. You gotta get over her. After a year, bro, you should be good enough to go out and give other women a chance. Okay? Let's see here. Give me a second. All right. I feel like I'm failing. Well, you're failing yourself, bro, because you're still emotionally attached to her. You got to work through it before you even put yourself out there. And the bar is not a good place. Don't go and drink your sorrows away, dude. Go and work out, go and hike, hang out with your guy friends, put yourself back out on online dating, bro, and look for a hiking activity partner and see where it goes, right? Even though I have my life together and have good things going for me, but socially I'm just not there, and it feels like it's getting worse with age. You're probably more introverted, and she was probably more extroverted. That's what probably broke you up. Dude, you got to loosen up. You got to stick up your you-know-what. You got to pull out that stick, remove the emotional attachment, and just go out there and have fun, bro. Bro, you're not a fun guy to be around. You may have your shit together, but you're not a fun guy to be around. That's why you're repelling women. I know guys who are getting laid and they literally have no jobs, no goals, and no ambition, but they know how to talk to women and create sexual tension, I guess, because they have no problems pulling, even though they live with 4 other dudes in a literal dump. Trust me, I've been all over the place. Yes, dude, those pathetic guys in that situation are going to have a better chance with women because, like you said, they have better social skills, they're confident, they're not afraid of rejection, and they're fun to be around, dude. You're not fun to be around, bro. I've been over their place or to their place. I just don't get it. Well, dude, you answered your own question. I'm reading your story here. I know exactly what you're going through. You're just living in an illusion, bro. You're eluding yourself, bro. You're holding yourself back. I feel like there is something wrong with me. Well, there's nothing wrong with you, bro. You're just stuck on your ex. You gotta work past her, dude. I know it's not easy, but you gotta move on. I'm either too boring. Yeah, you are boring, bro, because you're sprung on your ex. And you want her back, bro. And, maybe your ex keeps tabs on you, and because she knows you still want her back, she's not coming back to you. And she may never come back to you at all, but if you ever want a chance back with her, you got to move on like she doesn't exist, bro. Right? I'm either too boring, not attractive, or something in between, because it seems everyone from the bum on the street to my ex is just happily going out, having fun, and having an active sex life, and I'm going out twice a week to bars. Trisha, music nights, and I literally leave without even talking to anyone sometimes. Dude, listen, dude, you're feeling sorry for yourself. You're draining your sorrows in alcohol and going to these bars rather than just doing something else. Go to meetup.com and find an activity you like and hang out with other people that enjoy similar things that you enjoy and socialize in a different environment. It'll get your mind off your ex and you'll meet new people and you might find a woman there. Or put yourself out on online dating. That'll give you a better chance to meet women too. But you gotta get your ex out of your mind, or else the women you talk to are gonna notice that you're just not over your ex. If a woman can sniff that very quickly and easily, right? So you gotta get over your ex, dude. I don't want to spiral down, so I don't want to down spiral or spiral downwards. But it is really hard to enjoy life when you do so many things alone. And even in my meetup groups, I know people are hooking up, but I am still just a friend to everyone. Dude, if you're a part of meetup groups and, nobody wants to be around you, it's because of how you're showing up. It's not even about your looks. It's about your personality, dude, your social skills. You're a downer. No one wants to be around a downer, right? You got to give people a reason to hang out with you. You got to be fun to be around, bro. I don't know what else to do because a part of me is slowly starting to become bitter at everyone around me and getting laid and being fun while I'm on the sideline. Well, dude, the reason why you're not getting laid is because you're being bitter. You got to get rid of that shitty attitude, bro, and not let shit faze you and be more positive, right? And just be a cool, fun guy to be around, whether you get a woman that particular night or not. Eventually, you'll attract the right people because they're going to see you being happy instead of being bitter and pathetic and miserable, dude. People can spot that, especially women. They're very intuitive, bro. If I try to emulate what others are doing, then I'll look super awkward because I don't have that kind of vibe, so I don't know what to do anymore. Well, dude, you're 32 years old and you haven't figured this out yet, bro. You need to watch the movie and read the book, The Secret. Let's see what the chat wrote. Let's read a few comments before we get to the last posting. Just 1 second here. All right. Remove all contact with your ex, phone numbers, Instagram, social media. You won't move on otherwise. I'm going to give you a big round of applause for that. That's the problem. I said it earlier. Dude, a year later, you're still sprung on your ex. And you know your ex is going out and banging tons of other guys. Probably Chads, right? Chads and Tyrones, right? And you're sitting on the sidelines feeling sorry for yourself, bro. As a 32-year-old grown-ass man, right? It's guys like you that make me create topics like this one. Why men are more to blame for modern dating than women and how to fix this. Dude, a real man would not be fazed by this. A real man would be like, okay, it sucks that she broke up with me. And it hurts a little bit. It's going to hurt even a real man. But a real man's going to work through it, take a month, 2 or 3, and just, work on himself and then get right back out there on that horse with a different attitude. And you're going to occupy yourself with other things such as walking or hiking and just doing things either by yourself or other people, preferably in groups, and not being fazed whether something happens or not. Dude, you got to chill out, bro. You got to chill out. People are feeling your negative vibe, and you're repelling everybody, including your guy friends probably too. I know. I went through a phase like that myself in my younger days. I get what you're going through, dude. That's a great first step. Also, stop comparing yourself to your dumpster friends. Yeah, I've had some dumpster friends myself. I had to get rid of 17 to 20-year friendships because they were weighing me down. Sometimes you have to do that. Find a hobby that breaks your normal routine but brings you fun. That's right, dude. You gotta have some fun, dude. Dude, God, you're pathetic, dude. Quit making sex a priority. Yeah, stop overthinking it, dude. I also have a feeling that you are not the one night stand type of person, even though you think about it constantly. The people I know who participate in that lifestyle are not genuinely happy people. Just take it easy and do cool stuff. You put doing it should be do cool stuff. This will help you tremendously. Everything will come together organically this way. Okay, yeah, I agree. Well said. I feel like hookups can often be about validation. You can validate yourself and find that in other ways too. People who use sex that way generally have serious self-confidence / respect issues. There's nothing wrong with putting yourself back out there and dating, right? As long as you're dating with the intention of finding the right one. Sometimes you might date a woman for a couple, 2-3 months and have sex, and then you realize she's not the right one. She realizes you're not the right one, and one or the other breaks up with the other, right? That's an experience, but that's also going to get your mind. It's going to break the monotony. Right now, dude, you got to do something to break the monotony, right? And I typically don't condone the one night stand thing, but you need to just get yourself out there, dude, and just find a cool woman and have fun with her and not think about the commitment. The commitment will happen on its own. Just go hang out, have fun, and hook up, like Coach Corey Wayne says, and the rest will fall into place. You're overthinking it, dude. You're acting like a woman, even worse. This is such good advice. Original poster should see this. I agree, but where is he? Let's see what this person does. This is such horrible advice to tell guys that want sex. Just don't want sex so much. Want other stuff. You're completely dismissing their wants. There's nothing bad or shameful about wanting sex. Lots of people, myself included, that aren't having sex and want it, have other hobbies as well. You're looking at it the wrong way. This guy doesn't want just sex. This guy wants the company of a woman beyond sex. He wants a good woman that is going to like him for him. He's going to like her for her. They're attracted to each other, and they hang out. They enjoy doing similar things, and they have great sex / love making. This is what this guy wants. Okay? He's saying it as sex because that's what it, I guess, technically is. But this guy wants a good woman in his life. If he really wanted to get laid, I'm sure he could have gotten laid. But he wants to be intimate with a woman that wants to be with him more than just sex. And quite honestly, even women that don't want just sex don't want to initially rush into things relationship-wise. They want to hang out and see if the chemistry is there and go with the flow. And then if the intimacy is there and the personality is there, the mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical is all there, then they'll be like, wow, this is a guy I could spend more time with. I think this guy really is pushing relationships or wants a relationship so bad that it's just scaring people away. You just got to go out there and be cool, hang out, have fun, and hook up. That's it. I think the point is not to try so hard to the point you reek of desperation. I'm going to give you a big round of applause! Oh, yeah. It's funny to me after I read something, I give my commentary on it, and then the next comment is someone that says the same thing in one sentence. I think the point is not to try so hard to the point you reek of desperation. Dude, you're desperate for a relationship. You're going out there expecting women to commit to you on the first date. I need a commitment. We need to be in a relationship from the moment we lay eyes on each other before I can have sex with you. Come on, dude. It doesn't work that way. The next person, one more reply. Let's see what's stated here. Absolutely, but in my opinion, I mean, this line of thinking gets us into some strange advice. People shouldn't appear desperate, and so they'll try and mask it in different ways. Masking it is antithetical to the often given advice of authenticity. The be authentic advice gets a qualifier unless it is not helpful to your goals. When authenticity gets qualified as only some types of authenticity are attractive, we've led a lot of men down a bad path. This is like, I don't know if this is a man or a woman. It's a pink avatar. Might be a woman. That was too nerdy right there. Like, that right there was too nerdy. You got 635 post-karma. and 14.4K comment karma. That's quite a lot. Yeah, I mean, your response, I kind of get what you're saying there, but that's a confusing response. You got to speak more plain English than nerdy language. Sorry. Fucking thank you. I hate that mindless advice. Oh well, just stop making sex a priority. Find a hobby. Like, what the fuck? People want sex. Some more than others. Some most of all. What everybody really wants at the end of the day is a relationship with a good woman, and for a woman, a good man, where you're going to be attracted to each other physically. You're going to have great mind-blowing sex all the time, and you're going to be able to have great conversations and you enjoy similar interests and hobbies, right? That's what people want. One more, then we're going to go to the last one. Well, maybe two more. This is interesting. Can't confirm. Thought I found the one until she said I was too good for her. That's bullshit. You weren't good enough. When a woman says you're too good for her, or she says it's not you, it's me, it's you, and you're not good enough for her. Come on, man. Thought I found the one until she said I was too good for her. Couldn't stop thinking about her for months on end. Well, she wasn't thinking about you when she was banging Chad and Tyrone shortly after she left me, brother. Look at these guys, how pathetic they are. They don't get it. These guys don't get it. Ended up telling her that I need to lose all of her information and thank you for the good times we had together. I couldn't obsess anymore because I couldn't see what she was up to. Ended up moving on and getting married. Well, you probably found a better woman. Hopefully she really loves you and you love her, and you didn't just get married to her to, mask the pain from this ex here. One more here. I guess convincing a guy to hook up is much easier than doing the same with a girl. Okay. As for you, I think you're still tied up with your ex. He is. He's not over his ex. He has not removed the emotional attachment. Until he does, he's not going to get anywhere. He's going to repel everyone, even his friends. He'll repel guys that he can make friends with. Or even if he has current guy friends, they probably don't want to be around him. Also, you're trying too hard. Yeah, he is. I'd suggest you go easy on yourself. Loosen up a bit. Open your heart. Let it heal. Yeah, this guy's got a stick up his you-know-what. I said that earlier. Open your heart. Let it heal, man. Let it rain, brother. Come on. You can't grow fresh flowers on a soil that's either dead or decaying, so let her go. I know it's easier said than done, but after a year, and how long were they together? They were probably together a couple years. Unless they were together for like 10 years, it's a different story, but still, you should be able to get over it. But it is also true that she clearly moved on, and hence she's not going to come back. Yeah, she's banging some Chads and Tyrones. There's a reason why she left him. If this guy's behaving this way after she leaves, a year after she leaves, you can only imagine how weak, needy, desperate, insecure, and pathetic he was in the relationship. And she probably put up with that for a while before she left him. I've been in the same situation earlier, so I do empathize with you. Having said that, I'd love for you to take more charge of your life. Right. Allow yourself to feel the grief of her moving away, but don't turn back once you're done grieving. Take care. I could not have said that any better myself. Before I move on to the final posting, I'm going to give you a big round of applause. Well said. Well said. All right. Let's go to the last posting here. Give me a second here. Just a second. All right, this is from the subreddit Deciding to Be Better. And the original poster posted, "My wasted youth. Please don't make the same mistake." One more time, "My wasted youth. Please don't make the same mistake." And he's requesting advice. I think this is a man. Okay? I wasted my 20s, and I'm about to get to my 30s. No close friends, never asked a lady out, never married or divorced or had children, just loneliness. Well, did you come from a broken household? Was your father more feminized than masculine? Was your mother behaving more masculine than feminine? Did you only have one parent? Were you adopted? I mean, this is pretty extreme, man. I never developed a hobby enough to call it a passion. Never built anything unique or beautiful or special. And I was never beautiful or unique or special for anyone either. I'm a software developer. Maybe you're an engineer, but that's it, struggling to even get up. Well, dude, if you're a software engineer, you're probably very introverted. I don't know what kind of family background you came from. It sounds like you didn't have a lot of nurturing love growing up. You don't even know what nurturing love is. You don't love yourself, right? Like you're feeling like numb every day, and you're just struggling to go to work just to make money to keep a roof over your head and food in your stomach and gas in your car if you even have a car, right? Personally, I do not like living anymore. Dude, don't say that. That's ridiculous. You can turn this around. But that does not mean I hate life. Well, that's a double standard. You do not like living, but you don't hate life. That's a double standard. I just walk, sleep through it. You mean sleepwalk? God, dude. No risk, no fun, no passion in it, no tragedies, no drama, dull and boring. I cannot leave life without hurting the family I love. So why would you want to leave life? So no quick exit from this limbo hell. Don't do it, dude. You're worth it. I cannot leave life without hurting the family I love. So you do have family. If you do have family and they're good family and they would miss you if you weren't around anymore, then why are you feeling this way, dude? Are you extremely overweight and can't get back into shape? Like, there's got to be something that you're not telling us here that's really affecting how you see yourself. By the way, I'm not blaming anyone but myself. At this point, I think I have given up on most of life. But I hope that anyone in his or her teens and 20s considers how my life went and don't make the same mistake. Take risks. Get hurt. Live, love, hate, laugh, and cry. Do what others say, but try doing the opposite too. At this point, I'm just trying to limit my loss and get to live in peace till I die and finally shut down forever this pathetic lifeline. Dude, if you continue thinking this way about yourself, dude, no one's ever going to want to be around you, and you're not going to even love yourself to the point of where you may do something stupid, and I hope you don't do that. This is the most pathetic posting I've ever seen. It's sad. It's just really sad. You're still a kid to many of us, says the first commenter. I never had children until I was in my 40s, and no joke, I'm a woman. That's what women are doing. They're riding the carousel in their 20s and some in their 30s, and then they finally find a guy in their mid to late 30s, and fortunately, even though they're less fertile during that time, they still end up getting pregnant, and they have a kid in their early 40s. Okay, it's still possible. It's just less likely. Sign up for therapy, I agree. A therapist can help you find your way through things and sort your thoughts on where to begin. I am speaking truth and I mean it. You can do this. Right. Therapy is a great suggestion there. This is somebody that, I could probably help this guy, but I think this guy has some deeply rooted and deeply scarred emotional and mental issues. And he may even need some medication prescribed by a therapist or another doctor. No kidding. I didn't meet my husband until I was 33 and didn't get married until I was 35. Young people think you turn into dust and die at 30. But honestly, my 30s are way better than my 20s. That's because you stopped the carousel. You realize the Chads and Tyrones were not going to marry you. I have stability. I don't care what people think anymore. I don't have to worry about all the tiny little things that come with being very unsure of the world. It is great. Definitely second, getting therapy. Life seems so bleak when you're depressed. Let me read one more before I go off the air here. We are at 2 hours and 37 minutes. And it's after midnight. It's 12:47 a.m. Eastern, 9:47 p.m. Pacific. If I check out let's see. Giants fall to Dodgers. The Dodgers beat the Giants 9-2 in Game 2. Game 3 is Monday in LA. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Giants got their ass kicked tonight. Glad I went live. I didn't want to see them get destroyed, especially at Oracle in San Francisco. One more here. Yeah, I love my 30s. I'm finally growing up, too. Been through so much trauma, like homeless when I graduated high school. Had horrible, abusive parents who abandoned me. Wow. Abandonment issues, abusive parents. Faced addiction. Wow. And worse, but hey, I'm over that shit now. Some days are hard, but I think of all the things I'm grateful for, and happiness is created, not waited for. Life ain't over till it's over. I saw a 80-something-year-old living his best life the other day with his wife he didn't marry till he was 65. So maybe volunteer, question mark. Go grab a beer at the brewery. I wouldn't say the brewery or, a bar or pub is the best thing, but hey, if you like that, that's fine every now and then. Go to a concert, try a meetup. Get help for depression, right. I'm finally on a low dose of Zoloft, and I don't think about killing myself anymore. It's such a load off my back. I'm into meditation, yoga, Buddhism. There's happy stuff out there. I promise you there is goodness in this world. We just have to go find it. Opening up is scary as hell, but doing it in small pieces is where it is at. Depression fucking sucks. And I have to talk to myself and question my thoughts daily. That shit ain't real, but it feels real. Good luck. I hope you find some joy. Rena, I believe you're a woman here. You posted this 18 hours ago. That was incredible. Based on what you went through, you were open and transparent. You shared your thoughts. And I think you probably made the best posting that could help this original poster the best. Before I wrap things up, Rena 2012, I'm going to give you a big round of applause. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. All right, folks. Quite a long show tonight. 2 hours and 40 minutes is where we're at right now. We're going to wrap this up in just a couple minutes. I'm going to go back to full screen. And I'm going to wrap up by saying this. Guys, you really have to stop blaming women for, for the things you're going through. You really have to stop blaming everyone but yourself. You are your own individual. You are a man. And you are on this journey alone, and only you can create the journey any way you want to create it. Okay? But you have to want to create it. And the way you create it is by first loving who you are deep within, no matter what happens to you, no matter what you go through. Even if you're single for years, you don't get any sex for years, right? Even if you're going through things such as no one wants to talk with you. Now, if no one wants to talk with you or be around you, typically that's because you're not a fun person to be around and you're like a Debbie Downer, right? No one wants to be around a Debbie Downer. Do you want to be around a Debbie Downer? So why behave that way and expect other people to accept you when you wouldn't want to be around a person that behaves like that? You got to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, okay, if I encountered someone like me that wanted to hang around me, would I want to hang around them? You got to put yourself in other people's shoes, guys, okay? The truth of the matter is this. Women are not to blame or are not primarily to blame for the way the modern dating world is. You only have yourself to blame based on how you show up, how well you take care of yourself, how well you communicate, right? Okay? Do you love yourself? Do you have self-respect? Do you have self-confidence? Do you let rejection faze you? Do you take chances no matter what happens and you're okay with the outcome, whether it's good or bad? And more of the time, the chances you take are not going to pan out. But if you keep taking chances and overcoming the rejections, you're going to get some yeses every now and then. And that one yes you get if you keep trying could be the woman of your dreams. I want you guys to think about that. You have so many creators out here on social media, especially on YouTube, that are trying to lead men to believe that it's all the woman's fault. There are some things that women do that are their fault or their faults, but there are a lot of things that men do that are your faults, and I've described a lot of those here tonight. So, whether you were here live or on the replay, if you come across this video on a replay, this live stream on a replay, and you know of some other guys that are struggling with this, please share this video. Like this video, share this video. Okay, subscribe, bang the bell, select all notifications, because more streams and videos like this will be coming out soon. I want to help as many men and women as possible overcome their setbacks to accomplish whatever it is that your hearts desire. And that's when we're going to wrap this show up at 2 hours and 44 minutes. By the time the exit music comes up, it'll be 2 hours and 45 minutes. With that being said, have yourselves a great night. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye. Bye.